Cliff, I wanted to get can you give me a 2-minute update on where we are on guns, on any type of gun reform? Because over the
Yeah,
past week, it just seems like every day I see a story that contradicts itself in terms of what's going on in the process.
well, because there's a lot of back and forth. I mean, look, in the end, the sweet spot here are background checks. And the question is, do we get the stronger ones where records are kept? Because obviously we all know it's pretty crazy to keep records in case somebody commits a crime and you could actually find who that person is. We wouldn't want that. But that's where the argument is. You still have Tom Coburn and even conservatives like that aboard, and they're trying to find a compromise. My guess is they're going to find some sort of a compromise. There'll be some records kept, and it won't be quite as strong as we want, but it'll be a step in the right direction. And I want everything right now, but the assault weapons ban, the other stuff is pretty close to dead. You never know, but I wouldn't be optimistic. But I think a gun trafficking bill and a background checks bill is still a very likely occurrence, and we've got to see how that shakes out. But if people like Coburn stay aboard, there's a lot of cover for Republicans to get aboard, and increasingly a number of them are. At least on that part of it. When it comes to a few of these wimpy, Democrats, kind of like with the Social Security, it's the same exact thing. We need to all let them know, particularly the ones in the House who are up for re-election and the ones in the Senate, some of those names I threw out before, that they can't be on board with something 87% or 84% of people in Arkansas believe that we need to have universal background checks. I think it was 87% or something in Louisiana. So if Mary Landrieu and Mark Pryor can't get aboard on that, good, then I can find ways to make their lives miserable, and I think we all should.
Yeah.
It's always the same people, folks, so they need to hear from you on Social Security, they need to hear from you on background checks and guns, they need to hear from you on a variety of things. Keystone, which we can't even get to at this moment.
Right.
They need to hear from you. But I think we're going to get something. It's going to be an improvement in the right direction, and then the fight's just going to continue. That would be my
Cliff,
summary.
We're going to have to save that wonderful piece on Breitbart's legacy that was Mark Ames and Max Blumenthal wrote in NS, not safe, whatever, NSFW. We'll have to talk about that next week because I know
look
you
forward to
enjoyed
talking about that. And maybe by then, if everything works out right, Ben Shapiro will have reached puberty, so we can have a good conversation with him too.
Cliff Schecter, everybody. Thanks for joining us, Cliff.